I think when we're talking about girls, young females, and these conversations that oftentimes arise around people holding weapons, there's conversations around honey trapping, meaning people are setting people up on behalf of other groups. You know, where does the role of females, young girls come into this conversation?
I think it's a tricky one for young girls because sometimes when you've got this crush or you fancy this boy and you'll do anything to have his attention and keep his attention. Honey trapping, holding weapons, stuff like that, it's association. You're going to get in trouble as if you were the person doing it, as if you was the person that was stabbing that young bloke on the day, as if you was the person carrying the knife out on the street. That, let's say you're carrying a knife or even worse, a gun, that's known to a crime, that's known to something. So guns, obviously they've all got serial numbers and the ammunition and it all traces back. Say a gun's been fired and it's been used in a murder, now you're holding that gun 3 years later, the police still got it in the system 3 years ago, that was a murder. That gun gets found in your house, you're now tied to that murder and you didn't even know. So association's a big thing, and the one piece of advice I give to any young woman, any young lady, don't lower your standards, keep your guard high, and don't do something that's criminal for the sake of a lad because you like them, and don't do it for the sake of friendship because they do it for other girls. People don't realise that the typical story is, oh yeah, girlfriend did it for boyfriend, but nah, girls do it for best friends. Mm-hmm. They do it for their brethren because their brethren's got a boyfriend that's doing it, or their brethren's involved in it, or family's involved in it. Don't lower your standards for nobody, and don't do an action that's criminal, because it's exploiting you at the end of the day, and it's going to ruin your prospects. I know of girls who were looking to be doctors and were really smart, but they can't do that now because they was involved in honey trap scandals and stuff like that. So just keep yourself away from it as good as you can.
It's interesting because when we talk about exploitation, you know, oftentimes when we talk about some of the issues around county lines,
children as young as 10 in some circumstances are being criminally exploited and encouraged to do these county lines, and they're encouraged to go to other places and carry drugs. They'll then feel that the only way they can protect themselves in these unfamiliar areas is to take a knife with them. And again, that is encouraged by the people who are older and they're adults who are exploiting them in such a way.
And I guess all of these different things, when you pull it into play, education, that's why it becomes so important, us understanding the different viewpoints, but as well as what needs to be done.